Hello, my name is Rachael Flanders, and I'm the coordinator of athletic training services at Cabrini University. And the Cabrini athletic training staff understands there's been an unsettling time for all of us during this pandemic. In order to help simulate a sense of normalcy that intercollegiate athletics could bring, the athletic training staff has made some changes to our policies and procedures to ensure the safety of its student athletes and athletic staff. Many of these changes might seem drastic or a bit different from our usual operation, but please keep in mind that these are for everyone's safety. The most important aspect of our safety measures is that each staff member and student athlete must do a self-symptom evaluation each day prior to arriving at campus. Those who are experiencing the following COVID-19 related symptoms should not come to campus and should report their symptoms via the procedures outlined by Cabrini University. Symptoms of COVID-19 include fever or chills, cough, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, fatigue, muscle and body aches, headache, new loss of sense of smell or taste, sore throat, congestion or runny nose, nausea or vomiting, and diarrhea. Entry to the athletic training room. A face mask or face covering must be worn in order to gain entrance to the Dixon Center and the athletic training room. There should be no vents on your masks, and it must cover your nose and your face. Each person who enters the athletic training room must wash their hands at the sink right to the right of the entrance. There's a 10-person maximum in the athletic training room, which includes athletic training staff and other Cabrini athletic staff. The athletic training room is appointment only until further notice. There will be no walk-in treatments or evaluations unless there is an emergency. Student athletes and staff will be responsible for maintaining appropriate social distancing whenever possible while in the athletic training room. No entry will be allowed for any persons who have tested positive for COVID-19 within the last 14 days or those who have been in contact with an individual who has tested positive within the last 10 days. Those individuals should follow the Cabrini University procedures for quarantine and isolation. There is no entry if you're experiencing any new symptoms of COVID-19, and those individuals should also follow the Cabrini University procedures for reporting symptoms. If an evaluation of an injury is warranted, the student athlete should schedule that with the athletic training staff. Instructions for how to do so will be sent to all student athletes in the coming weeks. Other changes include the fact that no preventative taping will occur. For example, we will not be doing wrist or ankle taping. The student athlete will provide their own ankle braces. If you should have any questions about where to purchase one, please contact the athletic training staff via email. If a student athlete is injured during practice or competition and requires a brace throughout their season, the AT staff will provide one for them. The athletic training staff encourages student athletes to purchase their own foam roller, stretching strap, and plug-in heat pack if they feel that this is something that they would use throughout their respective season. Water and ice. Student athletes will be responsible for providing their own water bottles and its content for all practices and competitions until further notice. If a student athlete arrives at practice without a face mask or face covering and an appropriate water bottle, they will not be allowed to practice that day. Water fountains and ice machines within the Dixon Center are not to be in use until further notice. Pre-bagged injury ice will be available for pickup outside the athletic training room throughout the day, and it will not be wrapped on until further notice. The cold whirlpool will be restricted to emergency use only, and the AT staff will make a case-to-case decision about whether or not the cold whirlpool is an appropriate treatment for a certain injury or illness. Personal protective equipment and cleaning procedures. The athletic training staff will be wearing either N95 or KN95 masks like the one that I'm wearing at all times. Face shields will be worn by the staff in addition to masks while on field or on-court practice or game coverage is occurring. Gloves will be worn at all times and will be changed in between contact with each patient. Student athletes will be responsible for sanitizing equipment, meaning tables and other equipment in the athletic training room, and spray and wipes will be provided. We really hope that these changes will be enough to keep our staff and our student athletes safe so that we can try to proceed with practices in a somewhat normal capacity this fall. Once again, my name is Rachael Flanders, and if you should have any further questions regarding athletic training procedures and policies, my contact information can be found on the Cabrini Athletics website. Thank you.